What's up everyone, Sylvester Shows here, welcome back to another video. Today we will be taking another look at the Monsterverse mod, because it got a brand new update and added 4 new kaiju, and without further ado, let's get started. So for the first kaiju here, we have Suko, which is really tiny, but he's not weak at all. He's anything but weak. He's pretty interesting. So here he is. He is now in Minecraft. You have a big head. I just noticed that. Granted, I've only seen you once. But... No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you really do have a big head. But he is one of Scar King's sons. And is supposedly a hybrid between Kong and Scar's species. And all by himself, he doesn't seem like much, but... And he doesn't do much. But we put in King Kong right here. And if King Kong roars, you may notice he beats his chest and roars too. And that's him gaining courage. And that means he will now help Kong fight. And he has a pretty unique way of doing it. If you remember in the movie, well, here he goes. He's gonna throw a boulder at this Ravager. He took it out. Yeah, he'll throw boulders. And he does it, he's got some good range too, like, you go over here, toss that. And he will actually help Kong by throwing those boulders. Now, I did want to point out that Suko may accidentally hit Kong while throwing boulders, and that can cause conflict between the two of them. At least as of right now, so you have to be really careful when keeping the two in close proximity. Otherwise, yeah, they will start fighting, but for the most part, they're friends right now. They're okay. And if we check his stats, we can see down here, he's got quite a bit of health. In fact, quite a bit more than some of the other mobs we'll be taking a look at, but his attack power isn't very strong. Only 300 to 500. But what he lacks in power, I guess he makes up for in having the ability to use ranged attacks. Plus, if an enemy does get too close, he will flee so that they can't hit him. So yeah, he's pretty smart. He's smart enough to do that. So guys, you might have noticed that there was more than Suko when I clicked on Great Apes, and that's because there is. So if we go in here, we'll grab some of the Great Apes that you can spawn in right like here. These guys are the lesser privileged ones, as you can see. They lack red stripes, and they're bigger than Suko. But these guys are very peaceful, or at least they're more peaceful. I don't know what would happen if I hit them in survival. I don't think I want to find out. But they have multiple variants. So far, I think I've gotten the same one over and over again. Okay, here's a baby variant. He's kind of cute. He actually looks like Suko. Look, he's even got a big head. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm sorry, man, but you really do have big... What is it with the babies and the big heads? I don't understand. But, as you can see, he obviously has different colored eyes. I think we got a variant. You can tell he's maybe a little darker toned. But as I said, these guys are pretty friendly. Not sure where you're going, bud, but nowhere near my chests. I need those. These are important. Over there, please. Over there. There you go. Yeah, as I mentioned, they are peaceful, so if I go into survival real fast... they will not hurt me. And as I said, I don't want to find out what happens if I hit them, because they might all go berserk and smash me to pieces. And I don't know if I want to find out I don't know if I want to stick around to find out, you know, because they still have a lot of health. Granted, not as much as most of the other Titans, but still a lot nonetheless. And now, guys, moving on to the Great Apes Red Stripe version. These guys are bigger, actually. They have more health. And as you can see, they sound a lot meaner, and that's quite reasonable because they are actually meaner. They will try to kill you in survival. And as you can see, these guys are actually trying to, I guess, dance away. That's kind of what it looks like. Looks like they're dancing. Kind of. But just like with these guys, just like with those guys, these guys have multiple variants. And they can even wield weapons, like, you know, like, look at this, we got one with paint on his chest. This guy's got a knife. They can have different weapons between the spear and a knife. Those are the weapons they can have. Like, here's the one with the spear. It's a pretty big spear, you have to admit. They have... So if we look at their stats here, the regular Great Apes don't seem to have much. They only have about 85... They only have about 85,000 health. 85,550 to be precise, but... That's not a lot. I mean, most Titans would one-shot them. Or two-shot them, it depends. And then you've got the Great Ape with the red stripes. They have just a little bit more. 112,200, which is a little bit more. And they do hit pretty hard, as you can tell. I can't find my words today. I'm sorry, guys. Like 85,300 for the spear attack. That's pretty overpowered. And these guys would probably kill each other fairly quickly. Alright guys, so now for the next mob, and the last mob that they added, Mothra Hollow Earth version. She is absolutely beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Like, look at the markings on her body, those were definitely not there before. I mean, the golden wings are pretty cool, but these markings are this. This is beautiful. I like this. So, as with in the movie, if we get Kong and Godzilla here, Mothra is supposed to stop them from fighting. I don't know if she's gonna do that, but here we go. Let's go. Let's see. Come on, Mothra, you gotta do something here. You're fighting, they're not supposed to be. Okay, actually I have to... Hold on, guys. I'll spawn another one, just so I can prove this. And as you can see, Mothra has aligned them. There are two Mothras now. It's kind of like those old Godzilla movies where two Mothras would hatch from an egg. But I think only one of them would survive. But yeah, now they are here. They are friends, and they are ready to help defeat Scar King's army. And with Mothra's stats, she actually does have quite a bit more health than King of the Monsters variant. However, the majority of her attacks, her attack power, remains the same, as you can tell. However, if you notice the God Ray attack, compared to 30,000 per hit, which is now 45,000 per hit. So, definitely much more powerful, and of course, guys, with an end crystal, you can control her. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, just so you guys can see. And yeah, she can fly around. You can fly around them, help them fight, or you can just control them one-on-one, see how many creatures you can defeat. Kind of like an who can we defeat as. It's nice to know we've got a new competitor. However, I did notice that just like Rodan and regular Mothra, Hollow Earth Mothra cannot heal herself no matter what. I'm not sure what the deal is with this. Like, I don't know if this was intended or if this is a bug, but for some reason, Rodan and Mothra cannot heal themselves. It doesn't make sense to me, considering everybody else can, and even Ghidorah, who does fly on occasion. So I'm not exactly understanding that, but oh well. Alright guys, so there's one more thing I'd like to show you in terms of the great apes, the lesser known ones, which have less privileges. I'm not sure what that was. So we've got two of them here. Actually, we'll get a couple just so that... Then we'll get Scar King here. So as you can see, they fear Scar King too, and they'll try to get away from him if at all possible. We are experiencing some slight mob lag. I do have an end crystal to control him, just in case something doesn't quite go right. But if Scar King roars or does certain... As you can see, these guys will start chanting. And that's pretty cool. They'll do it for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then they'll go back to their normal behavior. But it's still pretty cool to have... They've been doing it a little longer, possibly due to the mob lag. We go ahead and control Scar King. Are they still going at it? That's so weird. They usually stop right about... Okay, there we go. So then... If he does this particular roar, you'll notice they'll bow down to him. That's right, bow down to me, my army. They don't bow for very long, they'll go back to normal behavior pretty quickly. But yeah, that's about everything there is to show for this video. Yeah. I think it's a pretty cool update. Nice to know that we're getting more and more kaiju and stuff like that. Look how tiny you are compared to me. Then again, King Kong is bigger. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.